Well, just when you thought that 2020 couldn't get any worse, it got worse. So Coco and Haachama got suspended by Hololive, and I know, comparing the suspension of a couple of YouTubers to the pandemic, the protests, the riots, and the presidential electoral drama isn't necessarily fair. It's not even close to being as important in the grand scheme of things, but these group of silly anime girls have made their way into the hearts of many people, including myself, and they have served as a refuge from the extra large dose of insanity that has been 2020. And honestly, if you told me in 2019 that I'd be watching a bunch of anime girls streaming video games, singing karaoke, and doing meme reviews in 2020, dude, I would have looked at you like you were talking about Bigfoot. Like, I don't even watch regular people play video games. Just like with sports, I've always preferred playing the thing myself instead of spectating. I know, I'm kind of weird like that. But anyway, it turns out that all I needed to do was watch a bunch of innocent-looking Japanese anime girls play GTA 5, a game that is set in California that contains extreme violence and strong language, and watch them get completely corrupted by it. And boy, did it do a number on them. I mean, take Sakura Miko for example. She used to be an innocent shrine maiden, and now she is someone who goes around frequently asking questions on the regular, and we all love her for it. And on top of that, she also has this tongue-in-cheek sense of self-importance, her eliteness if you will. Add that all up and you have yourself a bona fide entertainer. I mean, unlike most 3D streamers, these 2D girls have a certain charm and personality to them that no amount of skimpy clothing can make up for. And I'm saying that as someone who prefers 3D women and doesn't find 2D girls romantically attractive at all, which is a thing apparently. Honestly, most of the time I go on the internet and I don't know if you guys are memeing or being serious, but as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you do you, man. You do you. And everything was going great in Hololive realm. I mean, other than Miko being sick, and I hope she gets back soon so we can have her streaming back again. Korone has been firing in all cylinders. I mean, just when you think that this girl can't be any more adorable, she goes ahead and does it. Then we have Pekora, the Bugs Bunny of Hololive. She's mischievous, she's funny, she's starting to also speak English a lot more, which is always a treat. And then there's Coco, who's got her own meme review show, which has been an absolute hit. And of course, all the other girls. Each one of them were a breath of fresh air in their own unique ways and escaped from the 2020 madness. But then it happened. Haachama and Coco made the mistake of live streaming their YouTube analytics that showed which countries their audiences were from, and apparently just the mere sight of Taiwan on the screen sent the Chinese viewers in such a rage that they wanted Haachama and Coco to be terminated by Hololive. Honestly, I personally can't imagine myself being triggered so hard over something so innocuous. It wasn't like they were making some political statement or anything. All they did was share the analytics on the viewers around the world. But turns out that Chinese audiences have such thin skins and toxic mentality that they don't even see these girls as human beings. Just a couple of dancing monkeys that only exist to entertain them and do their bidding. And if they step out of line, even if inadvertently, they must be punished. That is such a toxic mindset. I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing, but it's kind of difficult for me to comprehend as a non-Chinese person living in North America. And now we're in a situation where Coco and Haachama are being targeted by the Chinese audience, which is the complete opposite of what Hololive has come to represent, which is wholesome, fun entertainment, not toxic political drama. Like, I couldn't have imagined things would go south so fast over such a small thing, which is a shame, really. I mean, part of me always thought that this was way too good to be true, man. Like, sooner or later we were gonna find out something weird, like some of the girls were actually some dude who was just really talented with a voice changer behind the 2D avatar or something. I mean, that might have still been better than the pickle we found ourselves in right now. And honestly, I really do hope that things get resolved and Chinese audiences get over themselves and stop being butthurt over such an innocuous thing. And I'm sure Hololive are doing their best with the situation they're in. I mean, they've always been pretty cool in the past. They've let the girls be fairly autonomous. They've let them get away with all kinds of inappropriate jokes, even let them make fun of Yago, who's effectively their boss. But I'm just a guy on the outside looking in. I have no idea what exactly is going on in there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some Chinese investors in the company itself, considering China has been trying to expand their interests in entertainment industries like film, video games, etc. for years now. I'm actually pretty surprised by how much I got invested into these silly anime girls. Like, they've really earned their place in my heart, and it's not easy for me to admit because it sounds kinda cringy, not gonna lie. But dude, they really are so charming and talented and so funny. We've cultivated such a wholesome community. Let's hope we can all overcome this toxic episode. And I hope I'm not coming off as selfish or tone deaf for wishing things to go back to the way they used to be, because clearly this incident will affect all of the girls in some way. But I do hope that they know that we all support them no matter what. And originally, this actual video was supposed to be pretty simple, honestly. Just me talking about discovering VTubers and falling into the old rabbit hole. But I took way too long working on my video format that by the time I was ready, this whole drama went down, and I couldn't just ignore it and only talk about how amazing the VTubers are, and which they are, but they're also actual human beings behind the avatar, and they are affected by how some of these viewers from China are treating them. I mean, my original plan was to go into more detail about the mashup of the two things that have kept me entertained through the pandemic: VTubers and Red Dead Redemption 2. Drawing my favorite VTubers dressed in the Old West clothing was going to accomplish a couple of things. Help me learn how to draw new stuff that I haven't drawn before, but also maybe by some luck bring the game to my favorite VTubers' attention so they would actually stream it. I know it's a bit of a long shot, but man, would I love to watch Miko go from playing an open world game set in modern California to playing one set in the Old West. And not just Miko, like Korone, Pekora, Coco, Haachama, all the girls, the more the merrier. Also, I couldn't just pass up the golden opportunity to draw Miko saying "Nia Haore." I mean, come on, it's right there. But now things are a little weird. I mean, the one place that we all went to get away from the political drama has now become a hotbed of international politics, which is kind of ironic. I mean, I have faith in Hololive that they're doing their best given the circumstances, even if it seems unreasonable on first glance. And yes, we can jump the gun out of frustration and get into some political flame wars with the Chinese, but personally, I just wait and see. Let the toxic people reveal themselves and their inability to be reasonable. Let them dig themselves into a deeper hole. I just want to wish all the girls the best. They have provided us all with so much entertainment in these crazy times, and I want to show my support and appreciation in any way I can, whether by super chats or by doing fan art or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening to me ramble on. Hopefully some of it made sense and conveyed my thoughts. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the whole situation. Also, like and share the video, subscribe for future videos and projects, come back to check out my next VTuber Red Dead mashup video, and of course, hit the notification bell. Right now, personally, I'm working on my own streaming setup, getting ready to stream Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. Long story, but basically I kinda skipped the story mode completely to play online, and will now be playing and streaming the story mode for the first time, so follow me on social media for that. Links in the description. Fair bit of warning about my Twitter though. While I usually tweet and retweet some warm takes, cute animals, edgy jokes and art mostly, I mean, I also may retweet some risque art. Nothing too graphic, but some of it may be just too spicy for some of you, or maybe not spicy enough, since art is subjective after all. Either way, you have been warned. Alright, that's it for me. I'll see you armadillos in the next video.